Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I've been so MIA recently. The month of June was really busy for me. I had a lot of family stuff going on. I had a lot of trading stuff going on too. So I apologize for being so MIA. I want to be as consistent and as possible on this channel, and I kind of failed in that aspect. So I apologize for that. But I am back, and I will get back to regularly scheduled programming, or as close to regularly scheduled programming as I can get. So in today's video, I'm going to break down my P&L on the week for you guys. I traded 3 days this week. So I didn't trade on Monday. Friday was a holiday, so I traded Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And yeah, I'll go through those days with you guys. I'll go through a couple trades I took each day. Mostly this week I traded Amazon and Tesla. For anyone that was watching the week, for anyone that was watching the market this week, it was a really great week to trade. A lot of good setups, a lot of good plays throughout the week. That being said, let's go ahead and get started, and yeah, let's go through my trades. Alright guys, so I'm going to go through my Nvidia play on Tuesday. So Nvidia was on my watch list. I had news about them coming out with some type of AI, artificial intelligence edition or something like that, and it was currently at the highs. So I had kept it on my watch list. Here we have Nvidia on June 30th, which was Tuesday, on the 1 minute and on the 5 minute. You can see clearly it was on an uptrend here throughout the day until it started consolidating around that 11 o'clock hour. The entire market just kind of lost its push. So I caught Nvidia in the morning at 9:39. So let's go ahead and take a look at what was going on there. So you can see here, whoops, let me actually zoom out here. So I have set this is actually kind of high, so I don't know why that was set so high. So as you're watching Nvidia, if you're watching it on the day, so say we're not seeing any of this. So this is Nvidia right before market open, okay? So what you want to do is, the first thing that I'm going to set is my levels, and the levels that I set first, especially if I'm looking to scalp a stock, are the pre-market highs and lows. So this is the pre-market high, the 373, and the pre-market low is around 368.40. So those are the levels that I'm going to watch to see if the stock is going to be on an uptrend or a downtrend for the day, and if I can look to scalp it on the open. So right here, you can see that Nvidia broke that pre-market high on the open. So I entered Nvidia on a scalp at 9:39. So I entered Nvidia right here. Okay, so this level is set a little bit high. So what I'm usually looking for in the morning. So I try not to get into a trade within the first 10 minutes, because you want to see market direction and you want to see direction in the stock. So on Nvidia here, you can see that the stock opens up, it breaks that pre-market high, and it is now in an uptrend. Right here, the stock starts to pull back. Now what I'm looking for on the stock is for a retest of this high. So this is the high of the day now. And Nvidia was at all-time high, so this is the high that I'm watching now. Now, what I'm looking for is a break on that high so I can enter. This candle right here breaks. It doesn't break too fully. It wasn't a huge break, and volume was kind of high. I'm sorry, kind of low. This wasn't like an amazing scalp or a high probability scalp in my opinion, but in the morning the market's volume is high, and that means liquidity is high, so it's easier to get in and out of a trade, especially when you're scalping. So that's what we're looking for. And when I see a pop in the morning, I'm usually looking for a pullback and retest, or a reversal to see the direction of the stock. And you can see here, the stock popped, pulled back, didn't pull back too far, and retested that level. So I entered at 9:39. I entered at this candle. So this is my breakout candle. The 9:38 candle is my breakout candle. The 9:39 candle was my entry candle. This level shouldn't actually be here. It should be placed a little bit lower. I placed that level a little too high. It was supposed to be a level of support once it pulled back here. But I just wanted to remove it so you can guys see what I was looking at. I need to clean my charts. So the 938 candle was my breakout candle. 939 candle was your entry candle for a scalp. I entered at 939. I exited this trade at 941. So the first red candle that I saw. When I'm scalping, especially so quick in the morning, and if the stock doesn't have a huge catalyst behind it, I'm in and out of a trade. I don't hold that long. I'm not day trading. So I entered this at 939, I exited at 941. I entered with 30 contracts at a premium price of $6.35. And then when I exited at 941, my contracts went to $6.95. I bought a 375 strike on this, and I made a profit. So it cost me a total of $19,050 on this trade, and I made a profit of $1,800. So it was almost 10% on this trade. So it was about right at that 10% that I made on this scalp. So that's what I'm usually looking for when I'm scalping, is those 10% quick price movements up, 10% profit, and I'm out. That's my goal on it. So I made 10% on this, 1800, really quick, easy, simple scalp on the morning. These are really good scalps to look out for in the morning. And if you were to watch Nvidia, and I just want to show you the differences in the different strategies that you could potentially utilize. If you were watching Nvidia on this 5-minute and you were looking to day trade it, it broke this pre-market high and this 375.21. So what you could potentially have done, if you weren't watching it on the 1-minute, you were just watching it on the 5-minute here, it broke the pre-market high. This is now your level. You see the 5-minute level, 5-minute time frame and the 1-minute time frame. This is where the stock pulls back. This is your 375.21 level, your retest level. This is your 5-minute candle that breaks that retest level. Your 940 candle would have been your entry candle, and you could have held it all the way up until you saw a sign of a reversal. And you can see here your hammer. It's a hammer candle right here. Hammer signifies a reversal on whatever trend that you see it on. Stock starts to reverse once you see this, and it's on higher volume, so you could have potentially day traded Nvidia as well, watching it on the 5-minute and not the 1-minute. Just two different strategies that you could have potentially applied to this. Personally, I like to scalp in and out, couple good scalps a day, and you're done for the day. So that was my scalp on Nvidia. Again, you could have day traded as well. Next trade. So the next trade I took was on Tesla the same day. So I traded Tesla too on Tuesday, and in total on Tuesday I made $14,300 on Tesla and Nvidia. And on Tesla, I scalped it on the uptrend. So let's zoom in to see what Tesla was doing. And on this trade, you could consider this a potential day trade, but I did hold it a little bit longer than I usually hold because I was looking at the 5-minute. I entered Tesla at 9:44 and I exited at 9:58. So let's take a look at what was going on. So this was, so again, same concept here on Tesla. Let me just zoom back out. So same concept here on Tesla, created a pre-market high and low. Those are the first levels that I'm watching. And if we zoom in here, you can see stock kept pulling back to certain levels. Those were now my support levels, this 1019 level, and then this 1011 level are my support levels. You can see perfectly the stock pulled back, and I'm looking for a push up against this level now for a scalp. So you can see stock pulled back. I didn't really like this pullback too much. Plus, it was right at the open, so I'm not going to trade this. I don't like to, like I said, trade within the first 10 to 15 minutes unless I am 110% sure that it's a good trade. But it's very high volatility in the morning, so you want to really be careful when you're taking those morning trades. So it's the first 10 minutes of the market open right here until 9:39. Stock pulls back around 9:40, and now what I'm looking for is a retest of that high. So I'm looking for a retest of this level. Okay, stock created a high here. I'm looking for a retest. All right. Now, I entered Tesla at 9:44 and I exited at 9:58. So let's take a look. So this was the 9:44 candle. So this was a mistake I kind of made on Tesla because I didn't wait for a confirmation candle. Okay. So this is the 9:44 candle. It was my breakout candle. I could have potentially entered at the 9:45 candle and held it until about 9:48, wasn't the best scalp here. Volume did start to pick up here. I mean, yeah, Tesla was at all-time high, so I was trading it based off of that and the catalyst behind it, the Q2 earnings. That was why I was on my watch list to begin with. This could have potentially gone wrong if I had not watched the volume open interest and my 5-minute time frame on Tesla. I could have potentially let it go for a loss, but I didn't. Like I said, I didn't wait for a confirmation candle on this, but the one thing that I did pay attention to when I saw it pulling back here is the 5-minute. So I entered at 9:44. And the next candle opened on the 5-minute, so I wanted to see that candle hold above this level. If that candle, 5-minute candle, was able to hold above my 1028 support level, then I was going to hold through this trade. You could see that that candle didn't break below the 1028 level. It did open below slightly, but it didn't break all the way through, and it didn't hold under this 1028 level. So I was comfortable holding it through this pullback because of what I was seeing on the 5-minute time frame here.